Yes, I'm a little bit addicted to this game. Just a little bit addicted, and actually have some energy on Sunday. It's weird. I attribute this to the fact that Jay spent the weekend with my mum, and therefore I am not completely dead. So I hope you're all doing all right. Let's move that over there. And go through all the title screens to this game. Yes. Another day, another journey in the desert, being chased by Dee Dee's kin. Why we don't go walking in the desert. Some long-distant branch of Dee Dee's family seems to think it's appropriate to have a family meeting in the desert of this game. Alright, so the one with the sword is courage. So he's doing courage. She's doing imagination? No, that's wisdom. Okay, we already have wisdom too, so I wouldn't do wisdom right now. I mean, I can cook. I could read a random book. Honestly, I think it's probably best to raise my stats with these guys.
Hey.
Hey, we've had a good time. Let's doing some maintenance on my weapon. If you got the time, why not join me? It's so refreshing for the mind as if it was for our battles. But my weapon might help improve my focus during a fight and hone my courage. Do you want to hone your weapon? Yes.
Well, then.
Cleaning and sharpening our weapon sounds like a smart idea. Let's have a look at your blade then.
Got a moment?
I like how we're doing this on the deck. This doesn't feel very safe place to sharpen a sword. In fact, how the hell are we accurately sharpening a sword with this kind of turbulence? Yeah, I think I'm getting ahead of myself here, but after things settle down, I'd like to live without the sword. I admire the idea of a world with monsters and senseless violence don't exist, where nothing is taken from you by others. Semi has engaged the luck mode. That's why one day I want to restore my ruined hometown to its former glory. Just mine all the ruined hometowns.
Hey.
How about you? Share my plan, let's hear yours. What will you do when the fight's over? Honestly, your idea sounds like a good idea. I'd like to help you with the rebuilding. Are you serious? I'm a bit relieved to hear that. Yeah, tell you the truth. Be king. Yeah, we both know it's going to be king, but one of the things I would do is literally go, right, let's fix all this shit. I've got to get stronger. Even if the village gets rebuilt, it's all for naught if it's attacked by monsters again. I want to be strong enough to rid the country of monsters, not leave it to the spineless army and the incompetent generals. Stroll may or may not be becoming one of those generals when we're done by this. They only have the power to kill those who oppose them. They have no desire to protect the people, just like Luis. We fight for change. I want to do everything about that too.
Yeah.
I agree. Seeing the state of the country's army, I'm all the more glad you're our captain, truly. You're resolved to stand on the front lines of our fight, so it's only right that you lead. Our fight, I say. I forced my way into your mission.
Hey.
I envy you sometimes, you know, to act with such conviction. How does one become so bold? I would say it's I do what I must.
Yeah.
I'm only doing what needs to be done, one step at a time.
Right.
Easier said than done. I get so fixated on the past, I lose sight of the present sometimes. You always look forward. That's why I envy you. Yeah, stubbornness and spite. Also, because when we hit a brick wall, I have DD punch through it. All this to say, I have faith in you. More battles ahead, and I'll be counting on you to get us through them. In the end, the king will be determined by what the people think of as justice. They're free to make our choices, but so is the one being chosen. I wonder who it'll end up being after all this.
All right.
Anyway, the sword is shining like new. Let's finish this up. More courage. Spent some time to stroll, hone our weapons.
I say, we could stop for a break.
Yes, Nigel. Ahoy, break time, chums. There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magla, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magla surrounding the tree. The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at its base.
Big giant purple tree. Here we are. Shall we get a closer look?
Wow.
How is there such a big tree in the desert? This thing literally must eat all the magic.
That's...
And not just these, it's though the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere in the country whose colours shifted to foretell unusual events in times ahead. That thing feeds on blood. How exactly would a tree foretell the future, and how does the plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this explains it, but I'm sensing an incredible amount of magla in the air. If your hypothesis is correct, that would make this no mere tree, sir, but a magical organism that feeds off a magla. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. Nigel pulls out a piece of paper and brushes from his pocket and begins to draw the landscape in front of him.
Hey.
Wow. Nigel, how did you get so good at drawing? Ah, my boy. Ticklish documentation is founded of all good research. There you have it. I'm finished. Take it as a keepsake. Give it to me. Sure can have this? Yes, of course. I already committed it all to the safety of my mind. I have no need for the sketch itself anymore. No, as research, the drawing is intricately detailed and could accurately convey the full majesty of this place to a viewer who has never been here.
Hey there.
You know what? We probably give that to the kid. Hey, why don't we give that to Maria? Oh, there you go. I bet she'd love to see something from my journal, and we could tell her a story about this place. Next time we have read, we should give this drawing to Maria.
Huh?
A magical organism in the form of a tree? Say, aren't fairies in the same classification? Precisely. Gallagher is the most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which is giving me great insight into my own research into flight. Well, you've been observing me this whole time. I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
Turn our attention back to the tree. I heard it tints itself blue to hail the arrival of favourable developments. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current colour pertains to. Death. Bloodshed. Slaughter. Blood for the blood god, corn for the corn tree. Oh, I get some wisdom from this.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
Rock Den Camp. We'll be in Rio the day after tomorrow. I wonder what kind of place it is. So here's his imagination.
Hey.
Hey, you looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're going to get, and I'm not up to much. Care to keep me company for a while? In the past, I planned in the future with Stroll. Maybe I can hone my imagination. So I should spend time with him? Yes.
Now then.
So next up is Materia. It feels like just yesterday when I first arrived in the world capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. I met you, we went over the northern fortress, and awakened a mysterious power. I'd once thought magic was like this only existed in heroic tales long past.
Speaking of,
Speaking of which, I've been thinking that perhaps this is the same power the Hero Kings once used. If that's the case, then why do you think so many of them met a miserable end? They had no allies. Maybe they lacked allies.
Oh, I see, I see.
I say tries and might, even the strongest king wouldn't be able to establish a country by himself. I mean, that's literally what the guy says to us, right? You know, a king without followers, without a hero without followers, without people who text or listen to him is just a dissident. I say tries and might, even the strongest king wouldn't be able to establish a country by himself. Perhaps it's not a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Moreover, we get more than one power at our disposal, and on top of that, we've got allies who share their abilities as well. If we continue to master these archetypes, then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great hero kings of old. Though all this does make me wonder how many more of these powers are still out there. Oh, imagination.
All right.
Come now, it's too early for bed. Let's talk some more.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Finally! We're out of the desert!
Huh?
Oh wow! I missed all this green!
Was it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad.
See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
What the? Did we just crash?
Of course not. That's
A cannonade.
My star is rising! Ah! Sanctism will reign! Ah!
It's them.
Are you starting to notice that most of these Gauntlet runners basically have dragon-like bodies for propulsion?
Remember, from the opening ceremony, I think one of them is Godot, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, not yet, Didi.
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
Doesn't look like they're trying to land a fatal shot, just aiming to break the opposing side's Gauntlet runner.
stuck out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, they're dashed well out of the race.
So 'tis a clash to halt each other's advance. Damned fools couldn't resist a show of force.
I'm going to read that intro throughout this cutscene. This sounds interesting.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Godot's firepower.
And hinges on winning Louise's favor. We can't afford to ban Godel if he's one of Louise's supporters.
Our plan. If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Technically speaking, it's part of the plan to help the bad guy in this instance.
Let's give Gladel a hand here.
Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladel's aid.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine.
Save the puppy.
Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
We're here to help. Withdraw, Gladel. Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry. Can't get into it now. That gauntlet runner. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral. Was that not enough? You would profane the sacred a second time.
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
Let's what's aboard the deck. Like he knows how to use. Looks like he knows magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us here now. Did he
You
punch?
dare interfere in my fight? Know your place. Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names. Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, old egg, but it's a bit more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Go, my brethren! Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
No AoE spells.
Teleportation magic.
With blade in hand! I'll destroy you!
The power of
Looks
life
like we can't
itself
brute
is in
force
my
through this
hands.
one.
No holding back! The power of light!
Witness me, brethren! I won't hold back! Burn!
Charge!
Look out! Is that all?
Oh, sweet.
This is God's judgment! What could you hope to achieve? Here they come.
He knows we can't attack him.
Join
He's
with me!
toying with us.
We'll combine our strength.
And thus I end it!
Hulkenberg's
The
in
power
bad
of
shape.
life
She
itself
needs
is in
help.
my hands. Moving to the rear. After me! Some healer! Oh, healing light!
Thanks.
I'm obliged.
Insolent heathens!
This is nothing.
What could you hope to achieve?
Brace yourselves!
You know, there aren't actually enough RPGs where the church side is actually filled with good people who actually wish to bring good to the world. I miss it when a faction was actually a faction.
It's okay. We can do this.
You know what? You have a good point. It'd be nice to see an actual nice church for a
rear guard.
change.
Let's work together. By this power. You better be sure. Mage! Freeze!
You hit their weakness.
I stand ready.
That's your opening, Captain.
Just the thing.
Hulkenberg got them right in their
Disgrace
weakness.
the sanctest way.
Are you well?
That helped. Twas needed.
Know your place.
Mage!
Peasants!
Ice!
Damn you!
Come!
Oh,
I can't afford to hold back. I shall vanquish evil. I'll blow you away.
I go to his side. More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back. Now, feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh.
Spire is a very good power source. Yes, it
He's
is.
getting serious.
Rise, my
Hang in
brothers.
there.
Take this. Sanctism will reign.
I won't hold back! Let's go! Freeze!
With a single, let justice prevail! Shatter!
You're on the star.
All right!
Now, what's the
Smite him,
play?
Hulkenberg!
Yeah, physical damage is going to be more
No holding back!
akin against you, isn't it?
The power of wind!
Witness me, brethren!
Roar!
We'll still test, but
Let's do this. Take this! Ah!
Oh, please!
Sanctism will reign! Not so
Nice dodge!
tenacious.
You've got some fancy footwork, Stroll.
Roller! Not now. Roller!
yeah, I guess let's just go for punch in the face.
I can't afford to... Healer! Oh, healing light!
Thanks.
All problems are solved by punching it in the face.
I will fight with pride. Mage! Shatter!
Nice hit.
Know your
All
place,
that we strive for!
peasants!
Still
I shall
standing, I
seize
see.
my chance! Sanctism will reign! Take this!
Oh, please!
Sanctism will reign!
Slap,
Not done yet.
slap.
So, the faithful are broken before you, yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him.
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism. Now, are you prepared for the end?
Ha! I think not, you rotter!
Sure. What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
Lewis, at the very minimal, has shown he isn't racist. He's just extremely against the rule in glass. Yes, this is true.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
Phew. Finally, he took the hint. Hey! Get down here! What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
B.
I guess you survived this time.
Don't you talk down to me. You want to see what I'm really capable of?
Why, Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives? Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. But consider me chastened and shooed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me out there, love. You bested Godot. So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, must remember to contain yourself.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nidia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
Aye, but that's... oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore. I'd know those suspensions anywhere. You had Caden workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
Of course, Nigel, of course.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juna! The kingdom's greatest singer! The dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck? Really? No one else wants to shake her hand? Well, then on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey, up there!
Oh shit, that's Luis's.
An airborne gauntlet runner. He's actually finished it.
And that's 100 fan picture support. Oh, you know it, Dee Dee.
Luis.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladel got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
I can do, honey. Just give me a little bit to come up off this.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe at least.
Yeah, that is exactly what's happening, Didi.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug. And I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
I'm gonna just literally be saying I'm a candidate.
I'm just another candidate.
Indeed. Then we are both striving for the throne. One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition? Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely.
I'm gonna just be honest, Tom King.
Hey, I know you want to get this right, but this is no...
I suppose I should say this.
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in. Anyone. Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of sword hands.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
Okay, honey.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
Aha, the dog's name is Hector.
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then,
That could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Gladel. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
I don't get my ship
He wants
wings.
to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
Oh. Well done, honey. I'm guessing you banished a phone and done it somehow.
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
Okay, is anyone else here having the fact that it constantly talks about us being safe in the Gauntlet Runner to have, like, something at some point in this game happen where we're going to get trapped out in the middle of nowhere without the Gauntlet Runner?
Damn it, blast!
Did you hear that?
So good to know, Dee Dee, that I'm not the only one that's literally going in my head. He keeps saying in the safety of the Gauntlet Runner. Something bad's going to happen at some point.
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Let's say we go check on him.
I think he's already snapping, Dee Dee.
Oh.
Hey, nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
You seem troubled.
Is there something troubling you?
Ah, well, I suppose you could say that. It's just the runner, you see? She's in top shape, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a bally apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany, like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort. But somehow, that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet, there was this loony old inventor in my neighborhood, both quite brilliant and quite daffy, as they often are. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius.
I will get you some food in just a moment.
Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or some such.
Maybe I should look into Chimera when we get to Martia.
This one's important.
I feel like this gets us a bond with him. They're those who dissolved into doom and gloom again and head towards the narrow sleeping quarters in the Gauntlet Runner.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So, right. Liberated. I do believe I take offense to that. The fairy girl's right, you know. A carriage could never keep up this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies, I'm grateful. It's just hard to show it while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday. So Town was supposed to meet with Brandon, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client, Barton, awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gamble was the right move.
I would say it's a right move. Also, when you think about it, we're going after a criminal, not a monster's head. So it would look to Luis more like we're
far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
garnering favor with the people rather than garnering favor with, to become king as much.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here. I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
My question is, how did you get here so fast? Is that a katana you have?
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctoress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament.
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne.
Oh dear.
I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's allies suffered the worst of it.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them, I mean. Some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
Well, the correct thing I think to say here is Luis tyrant.
Luis is nothing but a tyrant.
Yes. Such atrocities in his name. Unforgivable.
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Well, that would be a bit too easy.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. It would be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
We could rely on you, who has done nothing so far to stop it. Exactly. Also, DD, I sent you someone on Discord.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out.
No, just like, must fix Precious.
Might well fix the Bally Waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Ooh, running water. Ooh, baths. Yes, please do fix that, Nigel.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality.
Yum?
Cooked to a delicate finish, Just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh, good. Larval innards.
Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
I'd also like to point out that if the larvae are that big, how big are the parents? Considering when larvae generally metamorphosize to the full size of the parent, they get quite big.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Like, seriously. Kill the child kidnapper, cut off the head of one of these worms, 2 for 1 stone. I would guess so, yeah. Honestly, I'd eat this. But I'm not being funny. If it's cooked well, doesn't matter what it looks like.
What is with that smile? Not you too.
Just eat it. Rich flavors are bursting in my mouth. Surprisingly tasty.
You fairly eat with gusto, young man. Passion worthy of a royal candidate. How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Huh?
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but... to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
And you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So, is Heismay's hideout way out here?
Excuse me.
Looks pretty far from Martira.
There's a runner.
Someone else's runner seems to be there. Methinks we may run to a fight. So Rover's got that runner.
And there's a campground. Let's see here.
What's the bet we run into this and have a fight? Just so Mr. Waystone to be the hideout of Heismay the kidnapper.
Let's see.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how he can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
Let's save this town together.
Let's work together to save this town.
We're awful grateful to have you. And any worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you. Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert.
Okay.
Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those worms. Now, please, dig in.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, 'tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here calling a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
It's been a while.
And ever since I had such a spacious bed.
Exactly.
Going to meet the lady of the town first thing in the morning, so get your beauty sleep, okay? Oh, I have law I want to read. Giant sandworms. Yeah, indeed, you'd be right. It would be those things that we thought at the start. Well, chased after us at the start. Name the biggest and largest annelids, popularly called sandworms. They dwell in the sandy inversions between Grand Fiad and Martia. Juvenile sandworms are sometimes hunted as delicacy ingredients, but discovery of one particularly dangerous species, causing traveller to lose their lives, has made it this difficult in recent times. There are whispers that not only in its enormity, it makes it dangerous. So there's a bigger, like an alpha one. The Tree of Prophecy. A towering rich crimson tree of overflowing presence that rises from the middle of the desert. Roughly halfway between Grand Fiad and Martia. In reality, it is a magical plant that feeds on ambient magicka as its nutrients. As a result, it is sensitive to subtleties in nature, such as weather and earthquakes. It is said to reflect impending natural disaster through the colour of its foliage. In recent years, both its leaves and surrounding fog have been tinged red, and never before seen reaction. Superstitious wonder if the new omen is marked dark days to come. It literally looks like there's blood floating around it. What do you think? Oh. Often called runners as shorthand, a general term for magically powered semi-automated vehicles designed for traversing a wasteland, either overcoming or circumventing local wildlife threats and magical phenomenon. Traveling the wilds on foot or even in a lightly armoured carriage has historically been incredibly dangerous, making any long-distance trip a life-threatening risk. However, as cities and countries grow, so too the demand for resources, many of which require transportation in large quantities. The Golden Runners are filled with a niche of an armoured sturdy vehicle that could help with transport and land development. There are smaller runners, roughly the size of armoured carriages, with simpler deck additions, but it's more common to see models that walk on legs, with internal living areas comparable to a modest house. Legs are more common in design than wheels, partly because of their versatility in all manner of difficult terrain, but more so because adopting the remains and skeleton of large monsters is more cost effective and stronger than artificially creating the components necessary. Just as DD said. Roast sandworm lava. Said to have origins in past extermination efforts against sandworms threatening Martia's livestock, thus threatening the main industry dependent on animal husbandry. Some theorise the giant sandworms' increased aggression in recent years is because their young are being overhunted to make their dishes. A newly found engraving-based gauntlet runner. Workshop gauntlet runners are primarily owned by their state and wealthy. The most orders sent to trading companies owned by the Khmer or Rosinante tribes. No care is given to the quality of performance, only maintains status quo. However, Crown's Workshop has been working diligently to overcome this societal disadvantage by demonstrating that technological innovations have gained a positive attention in recent years. Their workshops prize itself on the superiority of their components, adjustment through high precision recursions, a feat capable only by the effigies with their ultra-sensitive hearing. That is, the successor Leon Caden has joined the Tournament of the Throne solely to put the workshop without regard for the Battle of the Throne. It has become a point of discussion. Actually, no, let's do 3 more. Characterized by their incandescent eyes and hair, members of the Nadir tribe lack the conspicuous notable features of a tribe. They are known to be gregarious and talented at flattery. Many have left their hometowns to make a living, some making a name for themselves as both compelling and strange figures. So, an entire race of basically blue-eyed, blonde, hot people. Colonies comprised wholly of Nadir are rarely known to exist in any part of the kingdom, making them a mysterious tribe in many ways. Ishka tribe. A tribe recognizable by their avian rings as well as their almond eyes and long eyelashes. Though the fewest in number of the 8 tribes, they have a reputation for their intelligence, giving them a strong presence in bigger cities. Many find high statuses in intellectual labor, such as scholars and sanctors, and the like, making it not uncommon for Ishkas to be wealthy. Due to part in their regal nature, Ishkas are commonly admired. However, the act of speaking down on another has been ingrained in their nature for some, making it as just common for them to be resented. Incidentally, the avian-like wings are purely cosmetic. Though they are able to move them to a small degree, they have no structure. They're actually just clusters of feathers. Those who aren't fond of the Ischitias latch on to this deficiency of flight to ridicule them. So the wings are purely cosmetic. That's weird, to have an actual trait that does nothing. I mean, horns makes sense. Looking good makes sense. Having wings that serve their purpose? Jonah Krigus, a beautiful Nadia songstress whose extraordinary voice is praised throughout the kingdom. She often appears at major yearly events held by the royal family and the crown theocracy. She is also tremendously popular outside the kingdom. Her cohabitation with Luis leads many to suspect they are lovers, though in reality she is more of an adjacent. Scott is a genius engineer of the Iska tribe. He can single-handedly manage all things Gauntlet Runners, from planning to maintenance to piloting, and was contracted to build the Princess Gauntlet Runner before the prince vanished. He comes from a noble, highly respected family with a stately mansion in Grand Fiad, but as he has shown absolutely no interest in social status or family prestige, is dismissed by his family as an unmanageable oddball. Despite his pedigree, his appointment to build the Princess Runner was solely based on merit, not his social standing. Since then, Nuris has retained a stronger sense of gratitude towards the royal family. Fortunately, as both the prince and king met successive suspicious ends, Nuris was unable to repay their favour, which he burdened him greatly. Appendix. All the information. Oliver Scroat is a muscular, bald-headed Rosinante warrior who serves as both the church captain of the monk army, an enforcement arm of the crown theocracy, and Fabian's personal bodyguard. He assumed the role of captain after his predecessor lost his life during the succession of the Major Caddy in Monterio. He specializes in unique fighting style that combines magic, staff, and spear techniques passed down through the generations of warrior monks. This is true, yeah. A young Rosinante warrior who serves Luis in his lower rungs, keeping his dog at his side even in battle. He has earned the title Black Hound. Out of both fear and ridicule, because Luis did not formally enter the tournament for the throne, he entered on his own volition to secure Luis's following and acts as a proxy for their support. He hopes that if he can make a name for himself in the tournament, Luis will acknowledge him. Oh. Back then. I was battling a Clemel man who works as a crier for the Crown Theocracy. Most criers prefer rhetoric that venerates the strength and authenticity of sanctism in the royal family, but Batten is opposed, prioritizing the provocations of the people as though commenting on a sport. Though highly admired amongst the townspeople, he drew the eye of the Crown Theocracy for his roguish methods. However, when the royal magic made what accounted to one's popularity the sole factor in succession, the Crown Theocracy pivoted suddenly, assigning Batten to the monumental responsibility of heading Sansa's public relations as the tournament's official crier. Efless Brandon, a strapping Rosinante warrior serving as captain of the guard, Courtson Martyr, a man of integrity. His carefree and fair judgment is so trusted, he treated as the right-hand man of Lady Martyr. He travelled a great distance to Graveyard to post a bounty for the criminal responsible for unsolved series of kidnappings plaguing the place. Monsieur Mara, an Iski candidate participating in the tournament, a princely man claiming to be an illegitimate son of a Toro royal family, who pledges to adopt a castle system based on beauty, with himself the most beautiful, bestowing grace and honour upon the country as its king. His suave looks and mannerisms have earned him a devout following. Each time he smiles on the stage of his Gauntlet Runner, the Palace of Beauty, Hilbrand's shrill screams can be heard from the crowd. He wants to organise the country in terms of rank and power based upon beauty. Nandayo. A clerical title or sanctism permitted to administrators, rites, ceremonies, and blessings alike. The title of Sanctor is treated more like a broad certificate of religious qualification, and that they are not explicitly required to work for the church. However, those in high positions, starting from Sanctorium above, take on duties related to the parish or church as career clergies. Gauntlet Runner Engineer. An engineer that designs and maintains gauntlet runners. Because back to the crystal's power, runners engineers need to be familiar with the workings of magic and magical igniters. But they also need to be well versed in a wide range of fields, from dragon crystal technology for movement to armaments for battle. As the cost required are substantial, engineers almost exclusively come from noble families who own gauntlet runners. I'm gonna breathe. I'm gonna save. I'm definitely going to save because the screen went funny there for a minute. So I'm going to save twice. Yeah, that nunnut cannot have the throne. You, sir. Don't mind me, I only just arrived just now, so it's not like I have a conversation here with Brandon. And even for this, so it's not like I'll tell anybody. I'd never would have made it a professional form if I didn't know how to handle sensitive information. That's right, if there's anything you know about this city, simply ask me. You can always find me here. I will be asking you a lot. Right, where's our beds?
Pleasure to see you.
This Christopher Brandon, entire tavern has been reserved for your party's private use. They had to kick out a house full of drunkards for this, so I hope you're all worth it. Still, it's nice of you to come all this way, traveller. Please, make yourself comfortable. The beds are in the back, past the door next to the desk. You kicked out They kicked out everyone just for us. Concerning.
Good night.
Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's gorgeous out.
Well, what beautiful weather. I think I might have overslept though.
Hold on.
Where's everyone? They all went to Creek Castle ahead of us. Apparently we can get there by climbing the stairs in Starstone Market. You say this, but...
More people missing.
Shops.
Hello there.
Right, now as much as I want to buy them, I need to wait for a cheap-ass day. What are you? Anti-board? Interesting.
An elder candidate? No. What'll I do here?
What do you want? You interested in the rock faces?
Let's not.
It's now really time to be giving speeches. I mean, it's a good idea, but you got to work on your timing. Well, it looks like we can give speeches at some point, at least.
Oh, any one of them.
I've awaited you.
So you've all come. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, waiting inside. Let's go right now, if that's all right.
Aye, yes.
Please come this way.
May I present Lady Joanna, Sanctoress and the ruler of this city. These are the ones who have undertaken the request to subjugate Heisme.
I am Joanna, presiding lady of this city. On its behalf, you have my gratitude for traveling all the way from the royal capital.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she sold her own heirlooms and possessions to secure the funds.
It's clear you want only the best for your people, milady. So we'll give you our best in return.
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne quarrel and bicker, you've chosen instead to help the kingdom's people.
Well, we don't deserve that much credit. After all, we're not helping for free.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
We won't let you down.
We won't let you down.
Thank you. In truth, I thought it foolish to decide a monarch by a simple vote of popularity. But perhaps there is something to it. Here is my offer. If you get rid of the culprit, I will appeal to the people of this town to support you.
Hello, way in.
'Tis most kind, but can you truly afford that? Surely, as a church sanctoress, His Eminence Forden would expect your support.
Indeed. However, I would rather have a king who truly cares for his subjects.
Exactly. Because I was more expecting, oh, we'll probably take the head of a worm while we're here and at it. Or like, you know, just bringing back a convicted criminal as kidnapping children would be enough to get word around. But getting the backing of a ruler of a town, yeah,
yes,
that helps.
Lady Joanna.
Now, I must return to my duties. I shall await our next meeting.
We're counting on you.
'Twas a confident smile indeed, with a great deal of pain behind it.
I know it's but a step in our plan, but truly, I hope we can help these people. She even promised us political support.
She did say it. Oh, I mean, I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a promise to make when she barely knows us.
Did something seem amiss?
Not in particular. Maybe it's just the gloominess of this place getting to me. So what are we gonna do about Heisme? We'll have to go out in Sandworm territory to find him, right?
The mere fact of his kidnappings suggests he's passing unseen by guards and sandworms alike. The question is, how?
Let's ask around the city a bit first. Though I can't say we'll find many willing to talk with the streets this deserted. Maybe we'll have better luck around the taverns and shops.
We should go.
Everyone went out to gather information, we should go around to. Gather intel.
Boy.
Boy, you there? Can I talk to you a bit? I heard that you're going to catch Heisme for us. I just want to give you a thanks to see my wife. She's one of the people that's gone missing.
My thanks to you.
Don't know if I could be of any help to you, but please, if there's anything I can do, just say the word. Do you know about the giant sandworms? Unfortunately, no. I don't know much about them, I'm afraid. So I can't be of much help. You ought to ask around others here. The shopkeepers might know more.
All good.
Really? That's Sandstone Marcus. Stairstone Market, right? Let's try asking around there.
Oh, any one of them will do.
Alright, so
Alright then.
we have one shop here to our left. Right, where's this lead?
Alright then.
Stay away to a different part of town. Just check there's no one to specifically talk to around here. Nope. North, switch mark. Right, you.
Welcome.
Sorry, I'm afraid I'm all sold out of meat today.
So, hey.
Oh no, that's okay. We'll have the information. More about the meat today. You don't happen to know anything about the giant salmons, do you? Oh, that's dangerous. When I go out hunting, I give him a wide berth. Wow, impressive that you go out there alone. Still, do you know anyone who might know something? See, now you might try asking the fella by the armor shop. He's got quite a fondness for giant sandworm larva. Armor shop, got it. While we're here, let's check out the shops and that. Yeah, and also there's a giant sandworm boss out there. Bring that head thing through town and to attach to our gauntlet runner. I think that'll cause quite a stir. It's not every day that an elder comes by. Oh, I meant no offense by that. As long as you're here to buy something. Oh.
Now then.
Sell that. sprays. So what can I get from you? Normal medicine, medicine herbs, fairy dust, revival medicine, robust remedy, paralyzation, daze, forget, slapstick. Few spells, the thread. Yeah. Well, no, it's not so much I'm obsessed with following the tournament. I'm just more thinking giant local monster everyone avoids brings head through town to attach the gauntlet runner in the disguise we're following the tournament. Everyone go, the fuck, they killed it? How the fuck they kill it? Let's be honest, most people are probably just going to monsters of like, yeah, there's something big scary over there, but it's not really done anything to us. Whereas this thing's like, it's kind of making it hard for our town to prosper. We have to sneak around it or it eat us.
What'll I do here?
My daughter's gone missing. Please help me find her. Ma'am, it's been 3 weeks since she went missing. Pains me to say this, but no, I refuse to believe it. Children are just getting snatched up like that.
What'll I do here?
What is it?
Giant salmon. We Martians love our edible grubs, but we're in a different to the inedible parents. The parents are not edible, Didi. Larvae are my personal favourite, but I know little about them before they make it to the kitchen. You can't eat the parents? What's the silly thing to say? They're the ones that will eat us, though. That does remind me. There was a merchant yesterday that's been trying boasting he's gotten real close to Salmon's den. That's true. He might be quite the feat. Maybe he's still in town.
Nice.
That's some good info. Maybe the merchant's still nearby? Let's ask around. Oh, let's check in the shops so we know if there's actually stuff worth buying.
What'll it be?
Yeah, the weapons here are definitely better. Unless we actually find... Hello, this place sells a crossbow. Am I getting a ranged class at some point? Won't say no to that.
Can't be. Can't be.
By the sounds of it, it's one particular big one that's the problem. An alpha, as it were.
What'll it be?
Customer, what if the armor you're looking for? Go and take a look. Better armor? That would be like the speckled one in the shop. That's a lot of evasion as well. Yes, I did. It made her giggle.
All right, then. Where to?
An elder candidate? No. Must have got this wrong.
Just a sec.
Barge in there. Wherever there is.
I'm out of ideas. What do you want to know?
You're at the tavern. What's your business with me?
Excuse me.
Looking for a merchant, one who said something to say about the giant sandwich. Just say, oh, that guy from last night. Yeah, he was blathering so loud you heard him forever you wanted or not. There he is. Ah, who you think you're talking to on this town's informant? You see, I can tell that you're a merchant. Is among other things, information isn't free. There you go.
Thank you kindly.
Check the money. So you, just like I knew you would. Now, then, a deal's deal. The Ischurus in front of the fountain, just there. He's drunk so much yesterday at the town that he was practically taking a bath. Now he's hungover. Finally got some information out of this guy. Now let's get to the fountain and talk to the merchant.
I'm out of ideas.
More people missing. I can hardly think on it.
Oh, my head. What's this? You got business with me? Is it true you got pretty close to the giant salmon's den? How'd you manage to do that and live telltale? Right, tell the truth, I didn't get that close to it. I just found a giant salmon husk. That was it. And then at the bar, I was excited and well, pretty drunk. Anyway, at some point, the story turned me into this sports scene right up into the sand. I was turning it down, and I regret that now.
No good.
Oh, great. No one seems to have any information. It's almost sunset. Let's meet at the tavern for now. I'll go gather everyone.
Not a scrap. I suppose we knew it wouldn't be that simple.
It is far too early to give up. I spent over a year asking after the prince with no luck. And still I did not falter.
Yes, and it's very admirable. But I think I prefer a change of tack instead.
That is a very good question. Is there a bigger predator, or is it a case of it has a molting process to grow in size? Ooh, fancy
You
man.
there. Might you answer a question?
Terribly sorry, but I can't help you. I'm just here on my leisure. You're better off finding the information you're looking for elsewhere.
Suspicious character, isn't he?
Hey, you lot. You seriously gonna hunt down Heisme?
You're Barden's man.
Yeah, the guy with the attitude.
Not sure I should tell you this, but here I am. There's actually a way to avoid the giant sandworms. You just gotta wait for the sand flash. It's a local event, a kind of storm, and the wind kicks up sand peppered with magic crystals. Not too uncommon a sight round here.
That would be... Yeah, that's a good smart thing.
We'll have a sand flash in about 5 days. Seems to put most wild beasts to sleep. Might be some magic effect, or might just be waiting out the storm. And that includes the sandworms, eh? They'll nod off, and with proper timing, you'll sneak right past them. Heisme might well be using the same trick himself.
We're much obliged, but if you know all this, why haven't you and the guard gone out?
A guard unit stomping around would wake up the whole den. Didn't much like saying it, but us local lads wouldn't be much use against Heisme anyway. But you think you can handle him? Aye? Wouldn't be here otherwise.
Well, at least they're willing to admit that they're shit in combat.
That information is all we needed. Thanks for the help.
Good luck out there. Don't worry. No charge for the advice, eh? Can't have you getting yourself killed now. Cap's reputation's on the line.
And the stomping around bit is also valid. Let's be honest. I don't know how many there are, but you generally, when you're sneaking, don't want a large group.
And, one more thing. You didn't get this info from me. Aye?
Understood. But why? You could have shared this with us at supper yesterday.
What? And got myself volunteered to go out there as your travel guide? No danger of that.
I see.
Anyway, I'm counting on you.
He's a coward, but he's
Finally,
a
a
coward.
solid lead falls into our laps, and we'll not even have to bother with the sandworms. We've apparently got 5 days till the sand flash hits. Let's make sure we can get this done quick. Looks like more than a day's trip on the map.
If it takes us one night to reach the giant sandworms' territory, and we aim to go when the storm has them all asleep, we should leave in 4 days' time.
Let's go inform Nearest.
So we have 4 days to do side missions and stuff, I'm guessing?
Righto, straightforward enough. Long as we get in when the worms have all tucked in for a nap, we'll be just dandy.
Exactly, Diddy. Time to go stab stuff. Or punch it.
Suppose I'd better crack on with the tune-ups then. Don't want the old girl failing on us when she'll be our only hope of egress, eh?
Vincent just reacted. What is this?
Oh, that? Damned if I know. It was just in the blueprints from the royal family. Works rather like an igniter, but no idea what it does. Just don't go breaking... Oh, is he there? You all right, lad? Thought I saw something glowing. Then you came over all giddy, gave me a start.
For a moment, it felt like the light was...
Still can't believe this thing reacted. Look, we don't want any nasty surprises, so I vote we stay put and rest up for today. Just in case. Don't want you passing out on me, do I? Just consider it a little precaution for the trip.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now we run around gathering side quests, go to that bounty board, see if there's any other things to go stab in the face around here. Oh! Our book friend wants us.
Your journey is going well, it seems. One by one, you take your steps forward on this road. A supernatural awakening, a call to adventure, legs to carry you. All of these are coming together. Accordingly, new powers needed for the journey seem to have awakened.
I
Are
think
you
they got...
talking about that thing inside the Gauntlet Runner?
By my eyes report, there is one piece of equipment in the Gauntlet Runner that was created in ancient times. Something no longer crafted in this day and age. A divine relic. It contains ancient magic once thought lost. The power of teleportation. With proper use, its great power will turn your Gauntlet Runner swifter than any beast or transport on land. Most interesting. The reasons elude me, but you seem qualified to use this divine relic. I cannot imagine this is mere coincidence. Perhaps you are guided by an unknown hand.
Hi! Mysterious voice in your head!
Now, try to imagine. Vivid, familiar scenery. Somewhere far from the land where you rest.
So what you're saying is we can go back to anywhere we've been before without having to take the Gauntlet Runner.
What's going on here?
What's with all the yelling? Wait, isn't this...
What? The royal capital? How? We were in Martira just last night.
Eurus? Surely you didn't drive us back here?
Are you mad? Don't you remember how many days the last trip took? You can't dash and roll pop over to the capital in a single night.
What is that? What I was talking about?
What? So this is some magic you saw in a dream?
So this teleportation, it can just whisk us all back to the royal capital in a flash. Even the Gauntlet Runner came along for the ride.
It certainly did. And there might be a reason for that.
Do you know something?
She was custom made for the prince. When I wasn't there in the concept phase, when they gave me an odd gadget and said, make it work, I bloody well made it work. You saw it yourself, eh, my lad? That part all bound up in its heart. Last night, we caught it glowing. Then I wake up and find a proper hullabaloo. Damnedest thing. It only started glowing when you got close, eh? Maybe you were a trigger of some kind.
Yeah, they've actually got a reason for us to be locked out of fast travel other than... No, sorry, you can't at the moment.
Yeah, maybe I am.
I cannot say I've heard of teleportation, and yet... Surely there can be no explanation for this other than magic.
Hold on. If we're back in the capital, that means we've got bigger problems. We're due back in Martira for the bounty. If it takes us days to get back, that's all our planning ruined.
If we magicked ourselves over here, let's bally well see if we can magic ourselves back, eh?
He makes it sound so easy, but... What do you think?
'Tis no small feat we ask, I know, but might you at least try?
I really use transformation to make it. I have to try. Test teleportation no jutsu.
What now?
Just because it's letting me throw out a save. Pokes map. Where be is the heart? Let me think of a place we've been to already. Focus on Martyrs, our destination.
It reacted! The lad really is the key to triggering it!
Oh, hey! Are you sure this is safe?
All we can do is trust him.
DD. But the church hates us because of...
Martyra. They really are back.
The church hates us. Some sort of ancient devil magic. What is it? What if this is one of the ancient devil magic spells that the Elder knew? Basically, they can teleport to anywhere they've been before by thinking of it using their past memories. I could see why people would be scared of that, because think about it. Oh, look, they can teleport anywhere. Teleports army in the middle of the castle.
I can't believe it. It feels just like when the king's magic caused that spectacle in the capital.
In my eyes, it's the other way around. It's not powerful by virtue of being connected to the king or to the lad. Maybe it's that all magic is supposed to have potential of this magnitude. You've all got some powers that defy understanding too, eh? Gives one the sense that those sanctists preaching about needing igniters are wrong, or lying outright.
More like preaching it so they can control people.
I suppose when you say it like that.
Speaking of sanctism, they'll not like this. A tool full of this kind of practical, unorthodox magic is against all their teachings. Why would the royals have had it?
Hold a moment. With this teleportation on our side, can we travel anywhere in the world with only a thought? If that's so, we may not even need a gauntlet runner at all.
What? You mean we could just magic snap ourselves to Brylehaven? Just like that?
Go on, try it out.
No reaction.
I'm guessing Brylehaven is the village we came from, and considering that's hidden away, that probably has some sort of protective barriers. Wish I could imagine it, but we've never been. Oh, okay, let's talk about somewhere we've never been.
Go somewhere we've never been before. Anywhere else you've been? How about Montario?
No. Commoners don't usually visit the three great cities.
Twould seem this power of travel is somewhat conditional. Best that we define its boundaries now.
You know what? They're being smart about it.
In the end, the only places we can teleport to are the cities we've actually been to.
Well, thank you very much. Almost had me out of a job there, lad.
Sounds like you've got to envision the destination in great detail for it to work. We'll need more than a glance out a window or a passing familiarity. And you have to focus for it too. Seems to take you a moment, which means it won't save us in a fight.
No, if you were going to use this, you'd have to literally be like disengaging from the fight, like literally not being melee, like being chased and then use it rather than being in active combat.
Not as convenient as it sounds, huh?
How so? Now we can return to the royal capital anytime we need to restock. 'Tis useful enough as is, and the more places we travel, the more we can return to.
Pretty sure we need to be on the runner. More side quest potential, more money potential, more things to punch in the face. Also, I'm pretty sure a rumor's going to start getting around DD where they're like, huh? They're in the capital today. Wait, no, we spotted them in Martia. Why can't we keep track of these people? You know I told you Wes is dead in my show. Well, Connor just said, Michael thought you hated Wes, or was that before he got barbecued? Oh, burn.
You're right. And now we can drop by to see Maria whenever we like. Put like that, it really is something impressive.
Even if we've no idea where it comes from, it should certainly prove useful.
Our next foe is a bounty, and we have a lot of preparing to do. We've got 3 days to go, so don't forget.
Sammy, I read your comment. I was just finishing my sentence to DD before responding to you. 3 days to fuck around. Well prepared. Grow strong by accepting requests around town, such as Maria's recruitment center. Be right back. I need to go talk to Sammy. Right, so things went beep. Yeah, the beep was probably the fact my TV decided to go into sleep mode randomly. So it turned itself off while I was upstairs. And that was probably it going, wait a minute, there's only one screen turned on. Now that your mission has begun, your base of operations has been changed to Martyr. Each time a new operation begins, your town you stay in will become your new base. Your departure date is July 2nd. Try to be well prepared for it. If you want to return to previous locations, such as Grand Fiat, use your map. Teleport. Thus, teleportation does not pass time, so feel free to mess around.
That's right.
So?
We're going to get strong opponents, so we better make sure we're strong as we can get. Speaking of, I saw some bounties at the recruitment center. Bloody headset. Excuse me? Cookie. Ah, so you're actually back paying attention now, are you? I will get you the cookie. Cozy in bed. Right, quests. And overall, just grab everything around the city.
Where to?
Step 1.
Oh, my apologies. You're all right there? That's a relief. Well, I'll be off now.
I think our purse just got stolen.
Hey, you sure you want to let that fellow go? He nicked something of yours just now when he bumped into you.
Oh no! Grius' dagger is missing.
This Grius' memento was stolen.
Let's chase after him. I don't see him anywhere. Jeez, how'd he disappear so fast?
Bastard! Where can we find a clue that'll lead us to the man who took Grius' dagger? Let's try asking the guy who told us it was stolen.
Come on.
Hey you, the guy who stole our dagger, any idea where he went? I may or may not. I have no reason to give you that information. That's true, but that dagger is really important to us. It is? Well, you have to excuse me if I don't go lending a hand to everyone who puts one out. Oh, come now, not even a hint. Spans needs to know something? How can I get him to help? I need better imagination.
I'll be off.
Apologies, but it's time I get to more profitable endeavors. The lad, I'll run along now. Wish you luck. Well, we need to raise our stat for that. That is noted. Alright, what we got around here?
More people missing.
Spirits here. Trevor, do you find yourself in ignorance of the weather? Such experience, fear not, for I can tell you the clouds will come 2 days hence. Okay, so we can find a way for them. Not right now.
By again, won't you?
More people missing.
Right, another quest this way.
Oh, what'll I do?
I don't believe I'm going to lose my job over something. That's not my fault. I don't know what's on your mind, but it looks serious. What's wrong? A fairy. Oh! Only mercenaries are here to hunt down Hisme. You lot came all here in that giant gauntlet runner. As far as your runner goes, can you spare a moment? Our town used to keep a number of giant carrier pigeons. Great number of carrier pigeons so that we can maintain communication with cities, but there was all requisitioned by the officials on the capital. It seems like they need them for the tournament or some such, but rely on these pigeons for trading medicine and foodstuffs, so their loss threatens our very way of living. That's why we desperately need to procure a practical pigeon parcel from Komore by July 11th.
What'll I do?
But no one wants to go out with the kidnappers out, so I've got no volunteers. In addition to that, there's no end to these beasts they need to go through. And since I was a pigeon caretaker, there's no good chance I can keep my job if this continues. So happens I may as well lie down in the gutter and die like a dog. That's where you come in. You and that gauntlet of yours. Please, save my job. I mean, save the town. Of course, I can't ask you to work for free. Let's say 7,500 is enough for your reward. Yeah, leave it to me.
I'd so love your help.
Then you can. In that case, I'd like you to go buy one practical pigeon parcel for me. I need it by July 11th, if you could. And let me show you how to get to Komore. Merchant Corner have got other rare goods besides eggs too. I'm sure you'll find plenty of things there that'll be useful for your travels.
Let's give it a shot.
Sounds like that'll take like what, a day's travel probably, and access to my other stuff.
Whoa, that
So,
reminds me.
is this the village that Neris was talking about? Remember the story about the old man and the relic? Yeah, it's the village about the old man if we go.
Nice little village.
Ooh, a village.
So we've got two, right now we have 2 quests right there.
Here's where we are now. So,
We only had so much time there, but I guess we can stop by the village and away from our tasks. It should be alright. Right, we'll go there after we've obviously, you know, picked up everything.
I'm out of ideas.
All right then.
That's the inn. Bounty boards this way. With everything going on, they need all hands on deck. I've got to get out on patrol, and sorry, but we're closed on July 2nd to July the 4th. Do you want to look at bounty posters? I've got a bounty in Frad Desert that needs a willing set of hands to take on. Frad Desert in south of Grand Fad, right? So, how do you know that? The royal capital's pretty far from here. The nice debate in the military, each city shares information on bounties. I'm not liberty to tell you how well we do. Anyways, you can look up the list of bounties from across the country regardless of where they are and accept them too. So, fight your hardest to clear them out, alright? This is where fast travel is going to come in so handy. Bounty targets. Manita Majula, Fiend of the Wastes. So, Hushed Honeybee Inn. Go take on that one. You slay a Gobbo King in the Imp's Den Easter Martyr. Figure Gobbos in the black may lure it out. The informant in the tavern can tell more.
What do you think of this?
Your attention is quest to slay the man eating Moja. It's said to be in the desert. Even though it's at its run in the desert, it usually hides non-trials of wild dogs. Take out the wild dogs and it'll show itself eventually. The military sort of handed, so it's been a difficult one. Do you want the contract? Yes. I do need to gather information first. You're brave for one so young? Okay, it's all yours. Also, monsters aren't the only danger out in the desert. If you're unlucky, you might run to a sandworm swarm. Steer clear if you do. As for details, for 200 staff to give you much, go ask an informant. The bunch that rubs me the wrong way, though. Bring back its tails evidence. Good luck.
Let's do it.
No deadline. You start ranking.
Don't go get yourself killed.
Bounty for a Gorban King, an impressive name. If it wasn't only a Gorban rabble he presided over. Many of the Gorbans are pretty common, easy to handle. Not quite. They'll attack you with swords and bows as well as magic. The boss won't come out until you just spatch the underlings. They're a bit tougher than you might expect. So, how about it? Do we need the fund footage? Yes. So, Israel's in hospital because she was in the fire. She's pregnant. She told everyone that it's West's baby, and Connor says she should have an abortion because West isn't the kind of father you'd want for a baby. I've never been so happy for Asher to punch him in the face when I'm good on the punch to the face on that one. The king not ran a magic wooden goblin keeps orders within the horde. Take it out, and the big guy should appear. The mages wear black cloaks. I bet you can get more information from the informant here. Bring its loincloth.
Let's do it.
Money and courage.
let's see here.
Apparently it's called the Imp's Den.
A village.
Nice little village.
I'm guessing each of these would
And
take
right
a day's
there is the
travel.
labyrinth. All right.
Take care of these goblins. Well, first thing I need to do is, you know, finish checking everywhere. I need imagination to do that one.
An elder candidate?
And I just see that these shops are on sale.
You'd be real sorry.
Hey boy,
missing out
working
on
hard
this.
this month. I'm stretched now, eh? I'll give you a gift discount today. 30%? No, I'm not saying 30% off. I can get this, which will give someone like some much needed defense. Looks like a boy will want to wear that.
Ooh.
Worth it. Don't really have money to buy weapons unless I have some stuff to sell. Which I don't think I do.
Got a bargain.
Yeah, this is why we're going to need money.
Can't be.
Alright, I don't see... any of our, like, talking spots. So I think at this point, we want to go back to the main city. Or at least, is there anything on this map that will tell us to go do some quests of some sort? I mean, I could get more money by exchanging Magla. Oh, I should do that. Is there anyone here for that? Is there a Magla exchange here? I don't see one.
All right then. Where to?
Let's go.
Teleport no jutsu.
What in the blazing? Now what am I to do? Look, I don't give a toss who's king. I just want some coin.
Why, it's lovely out.
Looking to sell up.
A 1,000 gives me 3,000. Which is what I'm going to go with. No, let's go with that. That leaves me 6. That gives me 15. So I know I've got to buy information, so let's go to the inn. Buy the information here. Then we're going to go back and visit the village. Do all that first. Then come back here and probably deal with the sandworms. Give me a drawing, but I don't see it anyway. I should check on Fabian.
Oh, hey! Fancy a bit of info?
Buy the info. Lord of the Desert.
Want in on this?
Surely heard stretched south of here, the Friad Desert. It lies beyond the large gates. Most travel and cargo at the Grand Friad after making their way through the desert. Consequently, there's no such people who have been attacked while traveling through it.
Between us.
They're harassed and journeyed by swarms of Vanamo and giant monstrous birds. The threats are too numerous to name. But the worst is the man-eater Majala. Well, this not only does its breath burn like fire, it also spreads foul poison. If you fight it, you should also be aware of its howl. In addition to being resistant to heat, fire magic is ineffective against it. The blaze only invigorates it, so mind your tactics. Conversely, it is also susceptible to cold, meaning ice magic is effective against it. You best remember that and prepare accordingly. That's all I know, unless you want to end up as another set of bones getting bleached by the desert sun, you better know when to run. So we want to make sure everyone can do an ice-based spell by the sounds of it. We don't want any class use any class that's weak to fire, because fire is its main attack, and its how is a problem. I'm guessing it's a debuff of some sort, and make sure we have poison clearing ability. Right.
Where to?
Let's go.
What were the gods doing?
I'm out of ideas.
In here?
What do you want to know?
I want to know about this gobbo asshole thing. Ooh. Learn about some goods outside Cremona, a village on the outskirts.
Here's the real skinny.
It's quite nice. Quite a place famous for its carrier pigeons. They got medicine, and there's battle it's called Fleeting Fountain of Youth. They should sell Orgo sugar too. They also accessories various effects when warm, but they're useful for travel like you. It's hardly a day's journey with Gauntlet Runner. Why not pay the place a visit? Ingredients there.
Here's the real skinny.
There are all sort sizes here. You can buy Buddha meat, Mori crony meat from the butcher, and a specialty item called Mara's milk from the water shop. In addition, there are some stands where children sell rock beans and fragrant spices and such. The village not far here get Orgo sugar, and the kids selling plant seeds over Cricket Road, though you can't eat those till you grow them. Marta has a fine section of goods. The people are honest country folk who are proud to sell you a variety of seeds for the harvest. Oh, so we could get some seeds and grow our own plants somewhere. But scans it appears to be an ordinary forest, but the journey in deep and you'll find yourself in a Goblin haven. Those creatures are clever enough to understand the strength that comes with numbers. A single goblin is easy to dispatch, but the hordes of them are trouble. You've got business with Goblin King, who runs the horde of them. You're going to want to take out the ones in black cloth. No ways to speak of, but they love a good nap, and you can find some items to make them drowsy at the general store around town. Now, how you fight them? You may already know this, but don't wield a staff, yeah? They're far off the handle, even if you control it. Plus, oh yeah, there's also a lot of giant insects called vests in there. They're apparently weak to pierce attacks. You best prepare yourself with a spear or bow, or something of that sort. That's about it. Be sure to be well fed before venturing into that place. So I want a spear or a bow, and I don't want to use magic when going in there. Which we already kind of know. Okay, so...
Alright then. Where to?
What were the gods doing?
To start traveling, visit the round table on the Gauntlet Runner. There you can view a map of the surrounding areas of your journey. Discuss your plans with allies, decide when next you travel.
About time. Watch. Now
Wait a minute.
point us toward the fray.
Be sure to check the weather and travel time before you depart. When heading to a distant dungeon, you may need to spend the night at an encampment and resume traveling next morning. The night after exploring a dungeon, you can choose to stay the night there or teleport back to town.
Now then.
Nice little village.
Ah.
Huh.
A village, is it?
That's where you want to go.
So my nurse is looking for there. Let's pay the place a visit. There's a reward involved. It could help us with our preparation against Ismay. Want to go?
It's your call.
Just get there by midday. Can we make it back by tonight? But of course, so long as you don't dilly-dally, that is.
Great. Let's move out.
Okay, here we go. Don't forget, stay alert till we get there. Okay, so this will take a day, but this sounds like this is important and might unlock a class as well.
The runner heads off toward a small farming village, and each shuddering step reminds them of their journey's purpose.
What to pick?
Hear a voice. Hearing the followers of echoes. Having attained the follower echoes ability from Gallagher, you can now periodically hear your followers' voices. Spending time with your followers will in turn increase the support they give you. If you happen to sense their voice, seek them out. Access the following menu of one, or via the menu. I am stagnating, I need to train. How about Consuelo? Maybe we should go talk with her. Thirdly, I want to do imagination. So possibly Huckleberg, yes. Where is she?
All right then.
Looks like she's on the deck. This deck? Or the front deck? Front deck. Here we go. Got to remember my way around this place.
Are you free?
What ought we do today? Whatever specific, to be prudent to use the time to improve our chances of building our strength. Travel affords you opportunities to strengthen your bonds with your allies. If an ally wishes to speak with you on the road, do try to make time for them.
Speaking of,
We made a point of staying together, haven't we? The deck of the runner seems spacious enough. I should think our swing's safe from any harm doing in the open air. If you have time to train, shall we begin? Yes. Considerable enthusiasm. Let us send for stroll as well. Never any harm in sharpening our skills, I say.
you see?
Fundamentals of sword play, of course overlooked. It's fun and time to reflect upon yourself. Both of you have faced life or death combat. I imagine you have some grasp of great strength by now. Yes, staying versatile. I should notice that I give any tactic a try. Your commendable skill and confidence to match. Very well, let's begin training to warm up. First, show me your beast walk.
Halt.
Come now, don't just stand there. Let me see your beast walk. Beast walk by what exactly?
At the ready.
You walk with both hands and feet, of course, like a beast. Now begin. How are we doing this and why? Free your mind distracting thought stroll. Ignore your limbs carrying out for reprieve. The pain is making them stronger. Is it though? So it would be best to continue this tomorrow, if only to correct the shameful form of yours. But we must move on. Now, the horn lizard stance.
Are you serious?
We are planking. Is subject to some more of this? Is she trying to kill us?
Don't fret.
Stroll, your breathing is erratic. Center yourself, find calm, and you'll find you can bear even boulders as if they were pebbles.
All right.
Poor Stroll. Now, time for sword play proper. This is your first time using a sparring sword? If you can land one single blow, I'll concede. You needn't worry. There is no blade on the sword. We'll continue until you manage it. Yeah, we ain't gonna hit once. Firstly, break our sparring swords.
Very well.
Not idea. Oh well. Shall make do. Wait, hold on. Your foe will never wait when asked. You should be giving your utmost effort even in training.
At the ready.
Come, Persona, do nothing for our success of our mission? Push me harder. Well, commendable vigor, Persona. Perhaps you do have what it takes.
Hold it.
Cool your head, Heidelberg. You hurt yourself and training yourself nothing. You'll keel over before you can even get to any real fighting.
Sorry.
Yes, you're right. I apologize. It's not like I don't understand your passion, but you could afford to go a little easier on us. Was the training excessive? Was a rigorous regime Refondo and I once shared? Refondo, the man we met in the capital the other day. Once my peer, now commander of the Royal Knights. His words linger in me. I cannot seem to shake them. I have no cling to attachment to my previous position or status as a knight. I left that post to pursue my own mission. Pride of my station be damned. Yet for all my searching, I've never found the prince. For long seasons, I wandered, aimlessly and legless. He caused me fallen. How can I blame him? How can I deny it? That is not true. But you are fallen, not now anyway. Maybe so, but I cannot believe that without your words to support me, I still have a long way to go. When I left the capital, I did so with the sole purpose of helping the prince, but at times I can't help but think, perhaps I could have done more if I had remained there as a knight. Perhaps there may have been a better path. Did he trying to wave down her kin? But let us speak no more of what is. I have no intention of changing my path now. Together we shall move forward for the prince.
she?
Steadfast vessel Hykeberg, keeper inheritor of the Knight's Virtue. A new heroic embodiment slumbers within thee, has come to blossom through thy bond.
A new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny.
And now, to walk this path at your side.
Party can now study the Magic Knight. Interesting. You can now study the Magic Knight in Academia. Try to see what new powers await you.
However,
well, we get no further with broken swords. Let's just end our training there for now and buy replacements when we can. So, Persona, are you feeling hungry after efforts? Here, take one of these. A dried caterpillar. Rich in vital nutrients, perfect for post-training cooldown. Don't let the petty label like insects dissuade you, Doing our best to negotiate around the pro of a caterpillar, we return to the others.
The party at last arrives in the village of Comero, a small farming settlement southeast of Martira. Blessed by the mild climate, its ranches produce fine fare, and to take in its idyllic landscapes is to be at peace, as time itself seems to stop. It gained a reputation for its rare and wondrous goods, brought there by merchants in their longing to return. As though welcomed by the grazing animals, the gauntlet runner stops gently.
say.
This is a place, 'tis more barren than I imagined. The kind of village one would only visit in the midst of dire circumstances, I'm sure. Oh, come now. The air is clean and there's no sign that could have been tapped by humans. Really, what more could you ask for? In fact, grazing out all in this green, I find such peace. I can hardly think of raising a sword again.
Fie.
Like, charge cable. Straw, please.
Come on.
I guess what? I found the village shop.
That reminds me.
By the way, do you want to ask about the old inventor? You know, the man with the relic that Nerys was looking for? Why don't I just leave the runner then? Shouldn't this be a happy reunion? Who knows? I thought I heard him mutter, oh, it's probably dead or something like that. Excuse me, is there an inventor living in this village? An inventor? Hold on. Do you mean that Ishka Kodja with the bad leg? Well, I'll be damned. Never thought anyone would actually show up. I'm sorry to say he passed away not so long ago, quite suddenly, but you knew him, did you? If so, here, this is for you. Glass ornament.
Oh.
What is this, an igniter? I've never seen such a shape. Couldn't tell you, haven't the foggiest what happens in inventors' heads. He just told me to give this to anyone who would come asking about him. Heard he used to be a famous in the royal cattle, but he's developed a fondness for this place and our sky's burial ritual. Oh, let me give you this too. Inventor's journal. What base is this? I can't make out a single word. Where's the language like this come from? Oh, no clue. Maybe Nerys knows. Either way, tell him what we've learned. After I handed him what I got from the village, Nerys found silent inspiration.
He's been like that for a while now. Wonder if he's all right.
I knew it! This thing's the genuine article, a real bona fide lost relic in my hands. Some sort of power affecting the air around it, trace amounts only, something, a reaction, a reaction entirely unlike Magla, by God. Absolutely smashing! Beyond my wildest hopes. No bloody idea how to use the thing, but if I can just adapt this conduit here... Can't forget a masterpiece like this! I say, lad, did you find this for my sake?
We wanted to help.
We wanted to help you out, Nerys.
Why, I'm barely well touched. It positively chokes a man up. You may be just a lad with the heart of a saint. And that old fella seems silly to ask, but he's long gone, isn't he?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Thought so. You can fight the years, but you can't beat them. He made good on his promise, though, eh? It's in my hands now, old man. What's that?
Something from the village. It's written with some letters we can't understand.
Go on, is correct, Albert.
Ah, a cipher. Mirror letters. See here? It's a script I use myself when I don't want any snoop stealing my inventions. Now I think of it, he's the one who taught me even that trick.
That's why his book's in it, probably so you're the only one who can read it.
Thanks, old man. I owe you a great deal. Thank you.
So what is it? Blueprints for a big secret invention?
No. This is research on the lost relics. Looks like the old fellow was hunting for others. Different cipher here. He tried to guess at locations, too. Looks like his chase ended when he lacked the means to follow his findings. Say, I've a grander favor to ask. Could you check around for more of these lost relics? Looks like the old man worked out a few other locations. There's 7 more relics noted down in this journal.
This sounds like an extremely long, windy fetch quest for something interesting.
I've got to see them all with my own eyes. A quick stopover or 2 in our travels should be all it takes, so, please?
Leave it to me.
Right. Leave it to me.
Appreciate it. We're in this journey together, what?
Phil Ness, this passion for the right, so it's faith in me. Here we go.
The free-hearted engineer, Neurus. Within him dwells the virtue of the gunner. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I'm ready to kick my feet up, lad.
Daka Daka. And I believe that's also what our book captive friend wanted us to level up as well. You now study the gun at Arkadaka. That don't look like a gun, that looks like a fucking cannon.
You said it'd only take a few stopovers. But do you even know where they are?
Well, they're scattered all about, my girl. If we could crack the cipher, that'd narrow down our search range a tad. I'll leave this journal here. If I can crack any of the codes, I'll make a special note of it. So you just take a look when you feel like a spot of treasure hunting.
This one's important.
Basically, when we go past a or get to a point in the story where it's like you can go, read book, find a place.
I was thinking this back at the village, but I think I might be able to detect this relic with my powers. I'll know if I'm close to it. When you want to hunt for relics, can you let me know?
Does it get a consent where relics are? I should search the area she brings up. Gaz will sometimes inform you she's detected a relic when you're at the entrance of a dungeon. Make sure you keep an eye out for it when you're exploring inside. Interesting.
Thanks, you two. I'm rather looking forward to digging deeper into this.
Left there to be immersed as well. Return to the village together. It's a calm, peaceful place to the village. It has charm, isn't it?
Then.
Start by shots while we're here already. By the way, you were asked to buy a practical pigeon parcel. I wonder if they sell that here. Key items. Right. Buy that first. That's the important thing. So what do they sell here? Prevents rage, paralysis, strength +3, magic +3, endurance +3, agility +3, luck +3. Damn. They couldn't have something that prevents poison, could they? Okay. we use this, we get 2 agility points to our stats while we're in a bath. Do I have anything I can sell? Okay, these are old.
Now then. Now then.
Oh, I need to use those. I'll buy just one. I doubt I'm going to take a bath that often. Magdala pills, MP recovery, they're always going to be a priority to buy somewhere. Let's go back to base. Because
okay then.
Let's go. Teleportation no chisel. So now we've been there, we can teleport back there whenever we want to buy stuff from the shops. This makes me happy. Travel safely between towns at night using teleportation magic. Don't forget to keep an ear out for father's voices. Even on days that you return from trips, you still have free time for activities at night, as long as you haven't gone to a dungeon on a day. I hear a voice. I wonder if he'll come again if he does. Bridget summons us to look after the pet. We shall answer the call. Fuck everything else. Oh, yeah, first we'll turn in the quest. And then we answer the call to go pet sitting. We are summoned to dog sit. And that is what I shall do.
More people missing.
Here's your pigeon thing.
Hello.
Stupendous.
Just get an incubator right away. The magic knight I have already hatched, except our requisition pigeons are being used to relay news about the tournament. I'll tell you how much of a pain in the arse it's been for our city. If we've got to have a new king, I hope there'll at least be somebody who puts a stop to these pushy nobles running over the lives of whim. But for the time being, these eggs should take care of our needs, and in summary, we must thank you.
Mission accomplished.
7,500 and some invincible noodles. Popularity up. Well, you sure are giving us that much? Brilliant. I insist. These pigeons are the lifeblood of the city. Everyone was very generous pitching in. If anything comes up again, you'll be the first person to look for. Hey, we're happy to help, but not exactly an odd job agency unless you pays good.
All right then.
Mission right. Is there any other missions apart from obviously the guy that requires us to have our stat up first? No. Dog sitting. Right. Let's go.
Let's go.
What now?
Oh, you know what, Didi? I'm wondering if there's like a difference between like a true ending and a normal ending, where if you don't do enough side quests to get your popularity up enough, you don't actually get to the point you need to get to get the true ending. Bridget, I am here to dog sit. Oh, wait. 1 second, I must do this. I can do it from the map, right?
What now?
Archetypes. I need to mess with the archetypes first.
I see.
That is most certainly a cannon. Cover HP each time an enemy is stunned or defeated in the overworld. Gunner is how we heal without having to use MP. Puts enemies to sleep. I believe that was described as how we take care of the gobbos. Oh, poison shot.
Fascinating.
Give me Gunner.
Right here. All right.
I'm counting on you.
This is the power I seek. And so be it. By show of resolve and honor creed, take new form as a gunner. Give me cannon. Hereby channel my inner god. I hear voices of past hero souls. O warrior of a heart who tempers society into strength. If thou art prepared to strive for victory, even from a distance, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the gunner. So it's the power of the gunner soul. I shall pierce through enemies at range. I will not avert my eyes, not even from the fight, and not from reality.
Oh.
Let's see the number of arcsights you study has grown. Very pleased, my research has come along quite nicely, thanks to you. So much, but please take this token of my thanks.
I found new power.
So, innocent crossbow, which we know we can get a better crossbow from town. I will not switch right now, because I'll switch when I'm actually looking at stats. What I want to do is go to Heikelberg. How much does this cost? So, your knight has to be 20, mage has to be 10, and need 8,000 Magdala. So, you have to get knight to 20 first. That's fine. We can work on that. So what did you actually get? So you still have proclamation and boosting one allied defense for 10 turns. And then weak HP recovery, medium pierce damage to one enemy, defense against dark attacks. Okay. I really want that level 20 skill. Okay. I need to go to where I can teleport to.
Let's go.
Back 1 second, Bridget. I'm about to trick a quest.
What in the blazes?
Drink up, lovelies.
Oh, hydration, posture check straight. Oh. Because if I remember correctly, the quest we had from the trapped guy was we need to get Gunner to 10. Yeah, I need to go talk to.
Oh, where was I?
Need to go talk to Moore. Moore, I learned how to shoot people.
Well, well.
Since person new archetype, might I see? If you mind to show.
True to form.
Take it you finished studying the gunner for me. I could stand to learn on such an insatiable spirit of inquiry.
Incredible.
Increases my imagination. Something I actually need to increase.
All right.
So I think that's what I needed to level up for that annoying guy to get the dagger back. Oh, he's pretty good, isn't he?
Yes.
So yes, thanks to him, my thoughts.
More!
That's what Moore said. He wants more. Fine in order. While researching, I looked into where the place might truly be. But I suspect we must also consider why it was that the king imprisoned me here in the first place. Most likely it was because my archetype research was nearing a truth that the king would prefer remain buried. An intriguing theory.
What's that about it?
All right.
Archetypes were forbidden by sanctism to begin with. It is a mighty power after all. I'm sure they saw it as a threat, and rightly so, especially if wielded freely by the people. Even now, research on it is forbidden. Presumably the king reasoned that if he locked me up here, I could contribute no more. So I continued my research day after day with no results to show for it. Stuck in a place, continuing on in circles, just as he designed. I speak of it nonchalantly now, but in truth, these days were some of the hardest I've known. How can a man endure such failure and solitude and remain sane?
But...
However, Throughout my fantasy novel, I found a connection to you. You who shares my dearest ideals. I doubt the king could have expected such a twist like this, and the wheels of fate as slowly began to turn.
Conceivable.
Only when my research on archetypes and transformation magic is complete and immaculate, only then might I escape the king's curse and leave this place. I'll help you.
Oh.
The longer I dwell on this lonely place, the more your words support touch my heart.
Regards.
I'll help you until we find out you're evil and probably have to kill you. Or what Dee Dee said, but for some reason I'm expecting a extra boss fight from you at the end. I will continue on with you as before, as a comrade in vision and ambition. The scholar in search of utopia, more with him indwells the virtue of the seeker. Though for shared bond, new heroic embodiments stumbling within has begun to blossom. Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny.
You are the key.
You can now study the magic secret. You now study the archetype, the magic seeker in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you.
Now then.
This foreign thing, the joy consists, but you need power to oppose hardship. Study the heroic embodiment of the merchant. Got it. Growth of the body will refine your virtues in turn. I hope this task will prove meaning to you.
This one's important.
Merchant to rank 15.
I have faith in you.
I truly believe I trust you. Fulfill this promise to me. Yeah, more. Just give me 2 minutes, brother.
Do make yourself at home.
I'm about to hawk some. Well, yeah. Also, more MP. Up my magic stat. Right. Merchant.
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
Increase likelihood of receiving items after battle.
I found new power.
Increase the effect of consumables by X amount. Increase further if the archetype signage is present.
New skills, new possibilities.
Increase evasion against fire attacks. Will we get to 15 or will we run out of items? Survey says... Sweet. Hey, more. Done.
Would you look at this?
So you've cultivated the merchant. Another task done. At this rate, you'll be able to stand against Luis, nemesis to our ideals.
Incredible.
You give me more imagination. That's why I'm, like, powering this.
Now then.
So I'm pretty sure... Rank 2. Imagination inspired.
Imagination.
'Tis one virtue a ruler must possess. If true sovereignty is thy ambition, furnish thyself with creativity for bringing their dear world to fruition. Hey, Octogeisha, how you doing, Han? Let me give this wonderful, beautiful Octogeisha a shout out. I'm doing quite well, thank you. Very much enjoying this game at the moment. So I did an extra stream on it, despite the fact that normally Sunday's my day off.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that perilous kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. Well, we're now inspired.
Not only that.
Thanks to you, I've recorded an important memory. It concerns a fantasy novel. Huh? So how are you doing, Octogeisha? You doing alright? How's your weekend been? You ready for a new week? Well, I want to hear this. Tell us, what do you remember? I was once on a journey myself like you. I passed through many different cities in the course of my travels.
In truth,
As I journeyed to evoke my experience and travelogue became the foundation of my fantasy novel. Thought so as much.
Yes.
The fantasy novel is all hopes and dreams of my travels made manifest. I also learned and endured a painful truth that served to remind me of just how important dreams are to live. That novel has been a source of support for you, then the pain of writing it was worth it.
Incredible.
You deserve high praise. Such a novel is worthy of worship. Come now, that is a bit excessive. An author secretly hopes to hear that, but still. Still, how nostalgic. I had completely forgotten of my travels. I wonder if those I met in the outside world are all faring well. Like one day I will live and breathe the same sky as them once more.
But
I shudder to think the eternal solitude you saved me from, that I can feel a semblance of myself again, is all thanks to you. At first my reasons were purely selfish, but now I'd like to be of help to you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
may fortune favor your journey.
Definitely keep warm. Like, I wrap all the tentacle blankets around you. You must be cozy and you must be kept well. So it allows you to preview all abilities from followers from the main menu. Ooh. Now check all followers' abilities even before acquisition in the main menu due to the effective ability forecast. How truly, you seem like a subject worthy of research yourself, eh? Now, let's widen the scope of our next research task by expanding your study of a larger variety of archetypes. Seek more heroic embodiments and absorb their lessons. In doing so, your own virtues become more prominent.
This one's important.
We must study 15 different archetypes next.
I can hardly wait.
I wonder what will be next. My research isn't the only thing I look forward to now. My memory itself is a prize to be unveiled. I wonder how many we have now. I know we don't have anywhere near 15. Pretty sure we need more.
Please, do make yourselves comfortable.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at most right now we could get. Laying in bed and relaxing sounds like a very good thing. Pet the kitty.
Here, kitty.
New word, a kiki. Look at his face. It's like he knows he's cute.
What now?
Right, now we have babysitting to go do. Or should I say pet sitting? We must go look after the papa.
Oh. You'll come again, won't you?
I bid you farewell. Good luck.
All right then.
So Sulamo Street.
Oh, what a pity.
Got a minute? Luis is the only one. Talking nonsense.
Go, 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 go.
Oh, thank you indeed.
Now what am I to do?
Hey, Bridget. Or Brigitte, I should say. Didn't you leave Grand Fiat? Well, no matter. I'll not begrudge you your secrets. Now you've come to work? Of course.
Now then.
You summoned me. Here's the leash. Today's job is to walk it. Been itching to get our lady. Keeps making a fuss. Walk it around the capital so it quiets down and gets its energy out of its system. Can't be seen coming in and out of here. If you know questions, then get to it. Well, today we shall take it walkies. Let the dog out without anyone seeing and walked around the capital. So cute! Seems to have taken a liking to you.
But
We could hear it from downstairs. Don't get too excited. It's on you two, dog. A simple walk shouldn't be enough for you to let down your guard. That's what's cute about her. That's what's cute about her.
But
Cuteness isn't enough to stay alive in this world. Woof.
hopeless.
I've never liked this thing ever since the first time I laid eyes on it. It's on the side of the road, buried from the neck down. Head bleeding too, probably hit by a rock at some point.
Over.
They'd just given up and died, but it looked into my eyes and whimpered. I hated the sight of it. I ain't sure why.
In those days.
I was once a stray myself. My best memory is of fighting a dog over scraps of meat covered in dirt and getting bitten for my troubles. Wherever I went, I found only hunger and violence, so I robbed and stole anything and everything. I fought and I survived.
It's a living hell.
It was hell. I can't imagine it. Never have guessed to see who you are now. What am I doing talking to a child about this?
Just a fantasy.
Just like that dog, I let my guard down like a fool. Never mind that, forget I said anything. Understood?
Yes.
Good. And now, while we're on the subject, word of advice.
Listen.
The world is a bottomless hell, a bog of endless muck, and if you trust another person to keep you afloat in it, you'll feel the sludge close over your head soon
Don't
enough.
ever forget that.
To survive, you need strength to make your own way through the muck. Nobody can do it for you. Indeed, nobody else should. You need your own strength. And I say this is well within your power.
Therefore,
In addition, I'd like to provide one other reward. I'm sure you're aware that the man in town tasked with exchanging magic obtained from hunting monsters and the like. I put in a word with them so they're more flexible with you, not just here in Granthea, but across the kingdom. Oh, so we get more money if we exchange.
no pain can stop me now.
So, more inheritance slots and exchange rate Magda. Nice.
Even then,
I shouldn't be the only one talking. You owe me some secrets of yours, after all. So what does the phone mean to you, really? To help people like you.
Honestly.
I want to save people like you, Brigitte.
I hated it.
If I were anyone else telling me that, I'd kill them where they stood. But for now, I'll restrain myself. Can't tell what you're thinking at all, but I'll expose your true nature eventually.
I'm off.
That's all for today. Come back again when you can. I'm sure the dog will be delighted to see you. 5,000 cash. That's the good thing about this. It also gives us money.
The age of a new king draws nearer.
Nonetheless.
So, these sand flashes, do you think we can really rely on something as unnoble as the movements of the wind? To seem so, according to the fortune teller, the signs continue to appear just as expected. Good, no change to our plan then. Let's prepare as best we can. We are. Yeah, we're going to go out into the desert now.
We got a major bargain.
I hear a voice. I would love to talk to you, dearie, but we have 2 days before the hunt starts, and we really need to go grind some levels. We have 2 side quests to go smash in face, essentially. So those, unfortunately, take priority. Right, I want this one. Right,
What now?
we are going to go and do this one. It's immune to fire, weak to ice. I want to counteract poison as well. It's wild dog only should lure it out. Okay, so we need to be able to deal with poison, stab it, and be able to heal essentially and do ice. I think right now what our composition mostly works. Mage gives me ice, stroll heals, Heikenberg. I want you to go back to night.
By the sworn oath of knighthood.
I will pop into see more to see if I can buy a different skill for her to use. Now my imagination's up. I should be able to get that information from that guy. Where is he?
More people missing.
Do you know about the Dagger Thief? Gosh, I wonder. Consider it a kingly investment. With our imagination, I picture them appearing in ways one might benefit from having a future king in their debt. You're the future king, that's quite a goal. You're either a bad swindler or you soften delusions of grandeur. But strangely enough, colour me intrigued. Perhaps it wouldn't hurt to humour you a bit. Yes, I'd just like to hear more. Do you want your item back? But I have a condition. Do something for me first.
Have you ever heard of Malvino's ring? Rumors say it's a cursed treasure that kills anyone who wears it. I happen to know of a certain noble who wants it, and I'd love for him to owe me a favor.
So you want us to get it for you? That's more of a hassle than getting the dagger back ourselves.
Then by all means do it yourselves. Yes, these swords are terribly crafty, but it's not impossible. Probably.
The way you talk almost feels like you've been in on this from the beginning.
Probably have.
Good one. We just happen to be in the same boat, so why not lend each other a hand?
All in the same boat, huh?
Well, the choice is yours. If I recall correctly, you're a candidate in the tournament for the throne, aren't you?
So you know us then.
Information is a powerful weapon, you see. Considering what I know about you, I'm offering you a good deal here. Mark my words, once your dagger's sold off, it will be incredibly difficult to track down. But leave it to me, and I'll get it back before that. Of course, I'm no miracle worker, and the clock's ticking, so do make up your mind.
Fine. We'll hear you out. For now. The ring you mentioned, where's it located?
At a grave not too far from here. A day's trip in your runner, I'd wager. Word is there's monsters knocking about out there. Hence my request to the lad with the sword at his side. It's not all bad, though. You'll find good weapons, armor, and other golden things aplenty there.
I do recall hearing something about soldiers who died in the Annex War being buried with their equipment.
I assure you, it's well worth the trip.
We have to go through with this to get the dagger back. I'm having a hard time dealing with him, so I'll let you take over from here.
Your fairy friend doesn't seem to like me very much. What say you, though?
If there's treasure involved, sure.
Hopefully I find your ring amongst the treasure.
Thank you for making such a prompt decision. Call me Cuculus. The ring should be in the abandoned tomb. I'll thank you properly when you return with it.
This one's important.
No deadline. So we can do that one wherever, and it's got higher difficulty rating than other side quests, so we'll put that to the side for now, I think.
I implore you.
Even if you can't about it, it's a night's travel from Martyr, a bit far, but consummate towards your conversation, don't you think?
This place, it's your call.
That's more than that's quite far, and there's a rival gauntlet run. Every time we run in, I'm guessing every time we run into one of those, we're gonna have a fight on our hands. And like I said, that's a difficulty 4.
Here's where we are now.
I'll be waiting.
Pretty sure it's best we leave that one for a little bit.
What now?
Because I'm pretty sure. So dagger and a ring is 4. Small task relics. King of the Imps is 3. Not so bestial friend is 2. So yeah, I should start with the 2-star bounty. So back to Grand Fiat.
All right then.
Oh wait, yeah, I need to go.
More people missing.
Let's just go to you.
Now, where was I?
More. I kind of need to like get some skills.
Fascinating. Do make yourself at home.
Hakelberg, your knight. Do you not have mage? Don't think Cyan will be as useful. Okay, we'll leave you set up the way you are for now. Stroll, you're a healer. Cyan is fine. And Persona with the mage. Perfect punch. We're not gonna what I want.
All right.
I have a few skills.
Excuse me. Right, we must go back to Yad and then go into the desert now.
You'll come again, won't you?
But probably should go get some mines first, actually.
More people missing.
Drink up, lovelies.
What now?
I'm gonna go fill up my drink quickly because I melt. Thank you for that, Didi. Right.
Another candidate? No. What I do here?
First of all, Butcher, what do you actually sell?
This is on sale.
I know you sell stuff for cooking, but no, you don't sell any non-cooking ingredients. Normal shop. You have a create recovery items.
Thank you.
What now?
Where is it?
On this. Just between us.
Mani Majala. Breath like fire. Battle poison, so I need anti-poison items. Fire magic, don't use it. Use ice on it. So what I need from you is medicine, but more importantly, is stuff that cures poison. Maybe not that many. Quite a few. Let's go 30. 100 for 150. So it'd take 300 to cure everyone by 100. 40, 80. The heal all item is only effective in battle. As an out of battle hit, individual items are cheaper. One hopes that'll be enough. You know, I've got some leftover money. Let's go check the weapon shop quickly.
Got a bargain to...
Partisan is worse. Increases ice strength, increases fire. I kind of want to stick to my ice one, actually. Even though that's better, because right now I need to use ice spells on an enemy, so not so important. That one is better, though. And does ice.
Yeah.
I'd also like to pick up this for our crossbow class, because I know we need pierce-based attacks for the goblins.
Can't be. All right.
Right.
Where to?
Some more streets and shit I heard.
Let's go.
Yeah. Maybe let's go back to there to get to... Yep. Right, let's save before we go out.
What now?
Off to the deserts we go.
Nothing left to do now.
Understood.
We need to go kill the wolves to lure out the enemy.
This place. Let's go.
Monsters seem to be on the rise, even this coastal capital. Take long to make you feel like you're really in the wild.
Yes.
At present, time makes capital a popular travel destination we can't stand idly by. The bounty apparently leads a pack of wild dogs, but it's something called Manjula.
Just a sec.
Wait, that monster just now... The approach because it sensed us? So it checked up on us and then ran back. Just focus on this will occur, can't ignore us forever. This is Chimera then. So if you aim to lure it out, a good plan as any. Let's make it sure about it. Murder the doggos! Now it's quite a number of enemies to kill. For the main target to come out. Once you've defeated it, by the enemies, the bounty will appear. Make sure you prepare for the about to begin.
Yep, we're safe here. Everything's pretty standard. We got this.
This is bad.
Our usual
You
tactics
face
should
the
work.
knight-errant Hulkenberg.
They're totally fireproof. We better use something else.
I shall vanquish evil.
These things are weak to ice.
Let me rethink this. Yeah.
How much health do you have?
I'll
Not
show you.
much.
Let's go.
Ice!
You hit their weakness.
I stand ready.
That's your opening, Captain.
What did you miss, honey?
Join with me. No, not for all that we strive for. Not now. Right there. Still standing, I
I
see.
shall fight as the... Ah! The power of wind.
Okay, I don't think there's any more backup coming. Let's keep moving.
Commendable technique, everyone. Is that the end, then? We've cleared the way.
All right. Amazing! Great moves back there.
Come on!
I knew you could do it.
Yeah, just us. Impressive as ever.
Oh, Strictly. You know what? I don't think you have watched it this whole weekend, have you? I see a chest over there.
All right. How's that?
Good one.
We got this.
Impressive as ever. All right.
Yeah.
Damascus Scimitar. Nice. Which means you missed the vote as well, doesn't it? Alright, I need to take out these sand ones before I take out anything else.
Hey, great job.
Hey, doggos. Surprise!
How's that?
Alright, let's finish doing the outskirts. Look for other chests and such.
Yeah, nice work. They found us. Ready, everyone.
Draw steel.
Oh, there's an item over there.
How's that?
Grab that. Iron sand.
This is bad.
Let's do this.
Let the battle begin. Let's make an end of it. I shall vanquish evil.
They're weak to fire. Let's heat this place up.
Ah! The power of light.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'll have to, okay, you have to look it up, yeah.
Fire!
Well, I hope whoever you voted for at least stayed in.
I stand. Let
That's
justice
your opening,
prevail.
Captain.
Oh, gales of wind! A worthy foe after
I
all.
shall fight. I call upon royal power within.
Nice. So worth it.
Last of them. The way's clear.
Mostly for the money.
The next one will fall just as easy.
There is still danger here. Stay vigilant.
Very impressive.
Oh, I see an item over there and I want it.
Nice. I feel stronger already.
All right, we did it.
I also see more over there.
Hey, you found something.
Draw steel.
We can't get
I'm
slow.
here to stop you. After me. Not the right
They're
move.
weak to ice. Let's stop them cold.
Go for it.
I will fight with. I'm all prepared.
I'm counting on you.
Use this.
You hit their weakness.
Observe
That's your
the
opening,
enemy.
Captain.
This won't do. Right there. They yet cling to life.
Now, what's the play? Let's do this.
We'll combine our strength.
Oh, holy light! Last
Got
one.
one. Great job, Troll.
Ah!
Nice dodge. You've got some fancy footwork.
You can have a huggle, yeah. Do you want it now or do you want to wait 15 minutes to when I finish and come up? Because I'll be bringing up washing to do once I finish.
I won't hold
But I can come up now and give you a hug now if you want one right now. It's up to you, honey. Love you.
Smooth finish. Great work, everyone.
Oh, giant worm meat.
Whew. That should do it.
You're wait. Okay, thank you very much for waiting.
Push through.
Nice. I bet we'll find a use for that.
Right, loop round on the doggos, and
All right. How's that?
here comes the big cheese.
Look.
So something huge is headed right for us. Seems it's messing with its backstory. We made it angry. Here it comes.
All right.
Finally appeared. Damage huge between the worm and this guy. These people in town really are trapped. One certainly expects beasts in the desert, but for something like this to appear. No kidding, this isn't the type to follow city guard can handle. We've got to do something. Watch yourself. There's no more worm or wild dog. Yeah, I can see just fine. Here it comes. Brace yourself. Right.
They're totally fireproof.
We know
better
it's
use
weak.
something
Yeah,
else.
we know it's weak to ice. Do I have any supplied items of icy on me? Probably not. No. Okay.
Hold on. After me. No holding back.
What could I use in this situation?
No, not this.
Probably best to just test a whack.
Hit their weak point.
Let's
Keep
stay
it
calm.
up, Stroll.
It is weak to blunt damage.
They're weak to strike attacks. Smash them up.
By this power.
Oh yeah.
Is there
I keep forgetting to move back.
Freeze.
You hit their weakness.
Observe the enemy.
That's your opening, Captain.
That's okay. It looks like you use up all your ice fangs. Yeah, but apparently it's weak to being bitch slashed by a staff.
Nice. Not this. Behold, we stand together.
Raise a bell that nullifies one for one ally.
No, not this. Night!
Probably best you literally do this. Huckleberg,
all?
tank.
I can't afford to hold back.
Well, bitch slap it. Bad doggy.
I will fight with mage. Ice.
I stand ready.
You already have the guard up, so pokey pokey.
Take this.
What's happened?
Audacity. Child's play.
Dodge, Hulkenberg. Like poetry in motion.
Okay, so defense went down.
Got you with multiple
Moving to the rear.
But other than that, we're good. I do believe I can remove all debuffs from everyone.
This should help.
That helped.
I'm obliged.
I'll show. I won't hold back. Freeze.
You hit their weakness.
Is everyone all right?
That's your
For
opening,
all that
Captain.
we strive for.
Now,
We
what's
have
the
a
play?
system. Literally, we have a system. Bitch slap the kitty.
You hit their weak point.
Let's
Keep
stay
it
calm.
up strong.
Mage. Ice.
Is that all? Come! I stand waiting.
I can't afford to. I shall vanquish evil.
Healer
Try not to
heals, healer
I need
protects.
help.
Thank you.
I will fight with pride. Mage.
Mage goes icy wicey.
You hit their weakness.
I stand
That's
ready.
your opening, Captain.
And if Huckleberg has extra turn. Oh,
Right there! A worthy foe after all. Who's that? My strength. This is nothing.
oh no. You appear to have
Royal power within.
messed with all our stats. Let me
ready
just
for
fix
anything.
that.
That helped.
Trust needed.
It's okay. By this power. Ice.
You hit their weakness.
By the sworn
That's
oath
your
of
opening,
knighthood.
Captain.
With blade in hand. Perhaps not this.
No, I could probably just risk going
Take this.
all out for now. Yep. Rusted weapon, bone helm.
Okay.
2 rank ups and a level up.
Huh? I have never known such a I've acquired a new power.
Automatically increases wielders' defense at start of battle. Nice. Rampage's tail.
However,
Spaniard has been left unaddressed. The military must truly be short-handed.
Even so.
True. And while I'm glad we could profit from it, this sort of thing really is their responsibility. I cannot agree more. At least the threat to this area has been neutralized for now, anyway.
Right.
Absolutely, that's enough for now, Persona. Let's go report in the recruitment center. Leave it to us then. Shall we return to the entrance? No.
Say,
I'll keep swearing. Yeah, just a little bit. There may still be monster rounds to keep your eyes peeled. Yes, because this is completely a grinding area.
Yeah.
Because my brain says fill out the whole map.
Looks like they found us.
impressive as ever. We cannot avoid this fight. Stand ready.
Get ready, everyone.
That's the way back to Fiad. Now I just need to go through the center of this map.
Stand ready. Exemplary.
Chest! That's why I wanted to search everywhere. Knew there's probably still treasure left. Amethyst! Extra money. You know, I bought all those anti-poison items for, what turned out to be... I would say naught. But I bet you I'll come across another enemy that has poison, and I won't regret having them then.
Oh, right, we did it.
Exemplary.
Hi, kitty. I'm going to use you to save. And then I'm going to end my stream here.
Yep.
What now? What now?
Yeah, they're weak to fire, Dee Dee. So hopefully the big one also is weak to fire, but we'll see. Let's go end the stream. And what I'm probably going to do is, after I've done some chores and stuff before I go to bed while watching, so I'll just run around the desert, grinding a little. Doesn't hurt. 1 EXP is still 1 EXP more towards the level ups. Let's see who I can raid. Oh, Renderman's still going. Quickly, before they finish. I must read them. Take care, everyone. Have a lovely evening. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you all later. Ta-ta for now.